We're here with Jaguars DJ Hayden. DJ just landed in London. What's the mood like, obviously, out here after practice?
Just trying to adjust to the time schedule, but we still got work to do. It's a business trip, not a pleasure trip, so just lock in and get ready for the game.
What's been thought of ahead of this weekend? Obviously, it's a huge AFC South clash, possibly season-defining as well for whoever wins it. How are things feeling?
It's a must-win for us. Because our division is real tight. Everybody's kind of around in almost the same record. But, it's a tight race, and we got to finish strong. So this game is a big game for us.
And obviously, just want to have a quick chat with you about obviously your role in the team. You've stepped up to where there was a recent void in the team. What kind of void has been left by Jalen's departure recently?
I would say a personality void, but I don't see it as a void, though. I believe in all our DBs. And with Jalen gone, it sucks, but, it is what it is. So Trey, he's done a good job. He stepped up. We got AJ in there. We got me in there. We got Breon. We got Tay. So I believe in our whole secondary. I believe in all our corners. I believe in all our safeties to get any job done. So I'm excited for all of them.
What is the impact like when a player who effectively, has been spoke about as someone that the franchise could build around, he then leaves? Is it a case of next man steps up and you just have to assume that role and go out and play lights out?
Hey, it's next man step up. He left. We still got football to play, you know what I'm saying? So I believe in all these other guys, and that just opened up more opportunity for other people to make plays. So, it was God's will, but we out here now.
What's the mood like? Because obviously when that was all going on, a lot of the chat wasn't. It suddenly became not as much about focused on football as much about the issues around that kind of thing. Obviously now, with that lifted, has things been able to shift back onto what's actually happening out here on the field?
I feel like our focus always has been on football. That whole situation, it was just something separate with what he had to do with the Jaguars. It really had nothing to do with us. So but even with that or without it, we would still focus on football.
Okay. And is that up to the leaders in the locker room to make sure that's the case?
It's up to everybody, the whole team, whether it's the players, the coaches, everybody. But that situation is like long and gone. It's past us, and we just keep moving forward.
And obviously looking ahead to Sunday, then you were over last year. And obviously this weekend you've got to look up to a matchup against DeAndre Hopkins in that backfield. Does the plan change at all for a guy who leads the league regularly in yards and receptions, one of the biggest threats in the league?
With a guy like that, you might want to give him a little extra attention. But then again, at the end of the day, man, you play fundamentally sound football and everybody do their job, everything else will take care of itself.
Also want to think about, obviously, Wembley Stadium. There was a game recently at Tottenham, which is a new stadium. There's a lot of excitement around that stadium that you might or might not have been aware of. What's it like to play at Wembley when you come over in comparison to back home?
It's different. I think they hold more people, I believe. And it's kind of it's like a lot of space in there, and it's real open. But it's different, man. It's different to come over across the country and play football. So, it's crazy how the game is just expanded, and I feel like it's exciting for a lot of guys because a lot of guys, it's their first time ever coming out of the country. So, it's good for them to get some exposure and then just see something different every now and then.
Sure. And what's the mood like back in Jacksonville now? Because obviously over here in the media, we were actually out there for week one, so we saw the Chiefs game and everything that happened. And then obviously since, there's a really good feel-good factor within Jacksonville, obviously when Gardner's come in and there's interesting talking points around him. What is the mood like in Jacksonville now around this team and the city itself?
I feel like the city, man, the city's behind us, man, especially with the Gardner Minshew mania. They loving that, man, all the people with the mustaches and stuff. And it's just giving the people something else to look forward to this season. And I feel like we're doing a great job. And the city, Jacksonville will always be behind the Jaguars. No matter we got a losing record or a winning record, I feel like the city supports us a lot.
Is that something that can help the mood, though, and help build something, that feel-good factor around the city? Is that a thing that players feed off?
No. Yes, but at the end of the day, we got to play football. You can't worry about if the fans love you or not. That's just an excuse, I believe. But, we got to play football. We out there playing, so we got to do it. the fans, they just kind of help. I mean, just energy, like in the stadium. I mean, that helps during the game. But as far as like that big of a difference, no.
And is there any chance of you rocking a tash at any point? You spoke to Gardner about facial hair, styles and stuff.
Man, I thought about getting a mustache, but it's no shave November, so November already hit, so I just gotta keep my beard going. But I don't know, maybe in December, possibly.
We could have rocked one together. Think how good the photo would have been. It's
Yeah.
November over here now, like we're starting.
It would have been sweet.